I've reached my limit. You should quit your job and take care of them. I'll never take care of my parents again.
What? John, what's the matter with you all of a sudden?
It's not sudden at all. I told you before that I can't take care of them by myself anymore. And yet you're my wife and you don't help me with anything. I've already used up this year's paid vacation because of taking care of my parents. I'm at the end of my rope. I've done my best. Now you take care of them.
Wait a minute. That's not what we agreed to. You promised me that we'd each take care of our own parents.
What the hell?
You were the one who said that in the first place. 5 years ago, when my parents suddenly became ill and I needed to take care of them. When I asked you to help me as a married couple, you refused. You said we should take care of each other's parents. You said that just because we're a couple doesn't mean I should rely on you.
Oh, well, no.
That's why I took care of my parents by myself. It was hard for me to go to them every day because they were so far away, but I was so busy with work and taking care of my parents that I only slept 2 hours a day. But I did it all on my own. So now it's your turn.
Shut up. Taking care of my parents is a whole different story. My parents' care is dozens of times more difficult than yours. So all the promises we made back then are invalid.
Huh?
Your parents died soon after that. That's why you only took care of your father for about a year. And your mother died soon after that too. But my parents have it harder than yours. They both have dementia, but they're still alive and well. In my case, I have to take care of them for years to come.
It doesn't matter which one is more difficult. We both take care of each other's parents, that's all.
But my parents are supposed to be your second parents too. You married into my family. That means you should be taking care of my parents.
Do you really think you can be so selfish?
Shut up. Don't you talk back to your husband. I can't take care of them by myself anymore. Quit your job and become a housewife, and take care of my parents for me.
I beg your pardon? You want me to quit my job to take care of your parents? After all, not only will you be forcing me to take care of them, but you're also taking away my job.
I've been a caregiver myself and I know what I'm talking about. It's impossible to balance caregiving and work. And if you include the responsibility of taking care of the house, it's completely impossible. So if you became a housewife and devoted yourself to housework and taking care of my parents, that should solve everything. That way I'll be able to focus on my job.
You know how much I love my job. And you're okay with that as long as you are happy? Why don't you just hire a caregiver? There's a lot of other government services out there too. Maybe they could go to a facility.
What are you talking about? That would just be a waste of money. What's the point of having 2 incomes if they're cut in half by the cost of care? If that's the case, it should be better if you came into a house and did all the housework and care.
Then why don't you quit your job?
Are you stupid? I make more money than you. There's no way I'm quitting the company. Anyway, this is your husband's order. You are to concentrate on housework and taking care of my parents. Go quit your job today.
Long time no speaking. I'm sorry to bother you so suddenly, but I need to talk to you about your parents' care. I was wondering if you could help me take care of them from now on too. Huh? Of course that's impossible. I'm busy with my work and supporting my faith's activities. In general, it's the eldest son's job to take care of his parents and all that kind of trouble, right? Don't depend on me. But John seems to have reached his limits. He even asked me to quit my job. I don't think it's good to take care of someone at the expense of others. So I think the three of us should work together to take care of them. No. That's the time to support as the wife of the eldest son, right? So that my brother and I don't have to be sacrificed. Everything will be fine if you work hard on your own. What? Besides, you've taken care of your own parents. I think it would be better if you, who has experience, took on responsibility by yourself. I can't believe you're throwing everything away on me. Then, can you at least share the cost of care? We'll do as much as we can, but I don't want to quit my job either. I'll rely on nursing care service to some extent, so you'll have to pay for that. What? There's no way I'm going to pay for that. I don't even have enough money saved up because of supporting my fave. I won't take care of my parents and I won't pay for anything either. Oh no. If you just take care of everything, it'll be fine. You're his wife, you should be taking care of them. Well then, please take good care of my parents. Hey Anna, you're a scumbag for taking money from my parents. How can you be such a horrible person when all you do is take the easy way out? What? What on earth are you talking about, Amanda? I didn't take money from your parents. Don't try to hide it. I know everything. You get $2,000 a month from my parents for taking care of them. Oh, that's what you're talking about. We discussed this matter with your parents and decided on the amount of money. I quit my job to take care of them, right? And they agreed to pay me $2,000 a month to take care of them. That's a lot of money. A little allowance is one thing, but $2,000 a month? When I visited my parents for the first time in a long time, I found that they had no symptoms of dementia at all. What do you need to take care of when they're in such good health? Oh, Amanda, you came to visit them? Well, in my own way, I was worried about my parents and you guys. I wanted to see how far the dementia had worsened. And they were just as sweet as ever. And now they need nursing care? And you're receiving $2,000 a month? How is that possible? How can you take money from them when you don't even take care of them? That's not true, Amanda. It just so happens that today their dementia has calmed down. But usually their dementia is quite severe. Huh? It's getting worse by the day. When I take my eyes off them, they wander around the neighborhood on their own. And they yell at me because they don't remember me. And there are 2 of them. You're not making any sense. I've already told my brother all about you. He didn't know anything about the $2,000 a month you're getting. He was furious, saying he never heard anything about it. No way. They said that if I told John, he would take it away from me or it would be troublesome. So that's why I talked to your parents and kept quiet about the money. On top of having an easy life as a housewife, you're receiving $2,000 a month from my parents. You're no better than a human being. You're a disgusting parasite. Parasite? That's right. You depend on my brother for your daily expenses and your in-laws for your allowance. What you're doing is exactly what a parasite does. And we don't need a wife who is such a piece of shit to our family. You need to divorce my brother right now. What? Divorce? I would have taken care of my parents from the beginning if I could get $2,000 a month. It's a great job because I get to stay home all the time and take care of my healthy parents. I can take time off whenever I want. I can go to all the shows for my fave if I want. But then you'd be out of the picture. Your job as my parents' caregiver, or rather a rip-off wife, will be fired as soon as possible. I'm glad you're taking care of them, Amanda. But why does that have to lead to divorce? It seems like a wife who doesn't take care of her family is a pain in the ass. Oh, did John say that? If you don't take care of them, he wants you to go back to work right away. But at your age, You won't get a good salary even if you go back to work. On the other hand, there is no benefit to supporting a wife who does nothing but housework. If that's the case, he said it would be more profitable to get a divorce. No way. He made me quit my job for his own reasons. And then throw away a housewife who doesn't even earn a living? You two are really underestimating a wife. Stop claiming and get out of here, you parasite. I'll have you and your brother divorced. Thank you. Good luck taking care of them. I'll go sign the divorce papers and serve them right away. By the way, thank you so much. I can't believe you're giving me such a great opportunity. Hey, what the hell is going on? You're about to be divorced. And how can you thank me? Are you out of your mind? Normally, you'd say, I don't want a divorce and I'll give you back the money or something. What? No way. Everyone will be overjoyed. Because I'm going to be free from the hell of being a caregiver. I couldn't be happier. What? The hell of being a caregiver? Taking care of such a healthy father and mother. It's a lot harder than you think, Amanda, but hang in there. A normal day without symptoms of dementia happens only once a month or so. I get asked repeatedly about food every day. I get yelled at unreasonably. And it's a lot of work. Sometimes they even call the police to report a stranger in the house. But do your best. You may have to bow your head a lot around the neighborhood since they wander around a lot, but you have to be patient. What? You have to be there from early in the morning till late at night every day to take care of them. And in between, I went home and did all the daily chores by myself. I get only $2,000 a month with no time off. As for me, it wasn't enough at all. It's really amazing that that's enough for you, Amanda. Wait a minute, Anna. Wandering around, calling the police? Seriously? My parents are doing that? Yes, they do. The dementia is much worse than when John was watching alone. That's why I asked for his help, but he said, I'm making you a housewife, so you should be able to handle that on your own. And he didn't help me at all. I never wanted to be a housewife in the first place. You're kidding, right? Oh, I'm sorry for rambling on and on again. You'd understand better if you actually did it, rather than me telling you things. Well then, I'm divorcing John, so take care of everything after that. Hey, Anna. What's with the divorce papers? I came home from work and found the signed divorce papers in the living room. Amanda told me all about it. You don't need a wife who can't take care of your parents and can go back to work, right? I'm divorcing you as you wish. You're an idiot for choosing divorce. This is the part where you apologize to me and give me the money you got from my parents. All you had to do was shut up, put the money in my pocket and apologize to me. I knew you were after the money I was receiving. But I'm sorry, but that money was a legitimate compensation for my care. I have no intention of giving it to you, and I choose to divorce you. That's bullshit. How are you going to take care of my parents if you get divorced? Amanda is going to take care of everything. She said if she gets $2,000 a month, she'll do it. Then who's going to take care of me? Who's going to feed me, clean my house and do my laundry? I don't care, asshole. You can do that yourself. Huh? You don't even have dementia. You're in perfect health. Then you should at least take care of yourself. Don't depend on your wife for everything. Or perhaps it's you who are a parasite, unable to do anything without your wife. Huh? If you divorce me, you wouldn't have anyone to take care of you in your old age. You need to be independent now so that you'll be okay if that happens. Or maybe you can start saving now to pay for institutional care. Well, thank you for everything you've done for me as a married couple. Let's work hard so that we can both have a wonderful retirement. I never heard that caring for someone with dementia is so hard. It's not worth it, even if I get $2,000 a month. I'm the only one who takes care of both my parents 24 hours straight. If you have time to spend on me, why don't you ask your brother for help? Why don't you and your brother cooperate with each other? Even if I wanted help, he's too useless. He says he doesn't want to be responsible for his parents' bathroom and that he can't feed them. I'm the one who has to take care of everything. So why don't you just use a nursing service or put them in a facility? If you and your brother split the cost, it wouldn't be hard to pay for it. Then what's the point of me getting $2,000 a month? I don't want to reduce the amount of money I receive. What? So please help me, Anna. You were able to do it all by yourself, weren't you? If you have any simple tips on how to take care of them that we don't know about, please tell us. No tips at the end. Just be patient and hang in there. Oh no. I just thought this would be a great opportunity for me to live at home. I thought living at home would be a piece of cake with $2,000 a month. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for you even though you kicked me out of the house. It's going to be harder than you thought.
Please, seriously help me. If I don't do something, we won't be able to deal with this. I can't even handle the house with all the care I've been giving them. And I'm about to be transferred to a smaller department at work where I won't have to work so much overtime. And I'm going down from there. And my salary is going to be drastically cut. What a nice company to work for. They're going to move you to a different department to take care of your parents. What are you talking about? I've been working hard and steadily raising my salary until today. I've worked hard and worked my way up the ladder, and now I'm stuck here. The only way out of this is for you to come back and take care of them. Huh? Amanda can't afford it either. She's been snapping at me over the slightest things lately. And I want to keep working as hard as I have been. There's no other way but for you to come back. You just got divorced on the spur of the moment anyway, so it must be hard for you too, right? Once you're a housewife, you'll never find a job, so you can get a new job as my wife then.
Sorry, but I'm already back at my old company. Actually, I didn't leave the company back then.
Huh?
I just took a leave of absence to take care of your parents. I went back to work right after the divorce. Of course, I got the same benefits and salary as before. There's no way I'm going to leave my company and get a new job as your wife.
Hey, what the hell's going on? I told you at the time to leave the company, didn't I?
There's no way I'd go along with that. So I talked to the company and they put me on a temporary leave of absence. I told them I'll definitely take care of the nursing care situation in a year.
What?
And thanks to Amanda, I was able to return to work in less than a year. The company's happy and I'm overjoyed. I'm still being treated the same and I'm making a good amount of money. And I'm secure enough to be on my own in my old age. I don't have to go to the trouble of becoming your wife.
Oh no. I'll get a pay cut and my career path will be cut off. It's not fair.
What? Then try to do a perfect job while taking care of your parents. I did that when I was having a hard time taking care of my parents. My efforts paid off and I'm here now. You didn't do anything, and you're not even good at it. Don't complain all the time.
No, that's not true.
If you want to keep your job, you can pay for it or use caregiver services. Don't be silly. You don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, but you want to make things easy for yourself. If you still want to be selfish, then go say that in front of your parents who have dementia.
Anna.
You're talking about the parents who gave birth to you and raised you. If that's the case, do something about it on your own. If you can't do that, pay someone from the outside to handle it. Don't forget that your wife is on the outside too. After that, John and Amanda discussed the matter with each other and decided to place their parent in an institution. However, to their surprise, their parents were vehemently opposed to their admission to the facility, and they are still having to take care of them at home. It would have been easier to persuade them when their dementia was a little less advanced. In a way, they got what they deserved. And after that, John was transferred to a department with no overtime, and his salary went down significantly. Amanda is so tired of caring for her parents that she doesn't even have the energy to do the activities for her fave.
Hey, I heard you went to a fancy French restaurant the other day. Did you win the lottery or something? No, I didn't. Actually, my husband bought a lot of stock for a company related to his work, and we received dividends and complimentary gift coupons. And the coupons are for meals at restaurants. So, you have a lot of coupons to use at expensive restaurants? I don't have a ton, but I get them regularly. I'm so jealous. Do you still have any of those left? I used them all the other day. Save some for me too. I can't give them away for free. You're such a cheapskate. You're eating all kinds of delicious food? Then why don't you ask your husband to take you? It's boring to go to a fancy restaurant with my husband anyways. Well, I don't know about that. I think it's fun to have dinner as a family. Well, if you don't have a coupon, I guess I'll just have to give up. Even if there were, but at least give me one. What's impossible is impossible. If you say too much, I'll stop being your friend. I won't say it again. Don't say such sad things. Well, I'm glad to hear that. See you at lunch the day after tomorrow. Okay, bye. Oh my god, Stella, you lied to me. Lied? I didn't lie about anything. You still haven't noticed? What are you talking about? I wouldn't dare say it now. I see. Well, you know the fancy French place you were at the other day? What's some good food at that place? Personally, I thought the terrine and beef stew were delicious. Of course, all the food was superb, though. Terrines? I'm not sure what they are, but you can't go wrong with beef stew. I'll have to try it. Audrey, are you going to that restaurant too? Yes, I am. I got some extra income, so I could go on short notice. Thanks to you. I didn't do anything, but I've been wondering. Audrey, are you hiding something from me? No, not a thing. I just feel like you're so hyper, and you're acting weird. You were grinning at me at lunch earlier. I'm just having a good day. I'm the type of person that when something happens to me, it immediately shows on my face. What's so good? I won't tell you that. But I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. I'll give you a hint. Stella's belongings. What? What's the connection between my stuff and you having a good day? You have to find out for yourself. That's all from me. I'll call you later. Stella, hey there. I'm at the fancy French restaurant. I've never seen this kind of food before, and the taste is not very good, but I'm lucky I can eat it for free. Fancy French restaurant? Is it the one I have coupons for? That's right. You really went there. How could I not go? So you're eating now? That's right. If you're eating, you probably shouldn't be contacting me, right? I don't think it's good manners. I thought I should thank you as soon as possible. Thank me? It doesn't taste very good, but thank you for giving me something expensive for free. What? I tried the terrine that you recommended. I couldn't see what's so good about it at all. Well, I guess it depends on your taste. But the beef stew was so good. It was so good that I had another helping. I'm glad you liked it. Are you there with your family? Not family. More like friends. Oh, cool. The food's not that great, but the wine is insanely good. I don't need to worry about the price, so we opened 3 bottles of the most expensive wine. 3 bottles? Can you afford it? I'm good. I have coupons. You don't mean the coupons for stockholders. Yes, those ones. Of course it's your coupons. Did you notice your coupons went missing? I stole them from your wallet. I ate a lot here, so I'll pay with the coupons. It's already used, so it's basically trash. What? Trash? It's useless, so it's trash. But more importantly, it was really you who stole the coupons. Stealing from someone is robbery. Wait a minute. What do you mean, used? You see the date on the back of the coupon? I think it says the date that it was used. Oh, yeah. It's dated more than 2 weeks ago. I thought it was still valid. I'm sorry, but you can't use that coupon. No way. Then how am I going to pay for this place? You'll have to pay for yourselves. You don't have to ask me such an obvious question. I can't! I can't! It's going to be over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. I don't think the coupons were over $1,000 to begin with. I thought it'd be okay if I went a little over. It's not every day I get to go to such an expensive restaurant. I wanted to enjoy it as much as I could. So you're spending so much thinking you could pay with someone else's coupons? It's just so appalling. Did you notice that the coupons went missing? You were saying earlier that it was really you. Of course. After that lunch meeting, you sent me a suspicious WhatsApp message, right? Afterwards, I went through my belongings and noticed the coupons were missing from my purse. But it had been used, so I didn't think it was worth mentioning. You should have told me! I mean, if you noticed it, tell me! Why should I be blamed? It was your fault for stealing, wasn't it? Even so, if you noticed my misunderstanding, you should have told me if you're my friend. I don't get it. I don't want to be from me. I don't care about that right now. I came here to eat because I thought I had the discount coupons. I've already eaten most of the food. I can't say I can't pay now. I don't care. That's what happens when you try and steal from others. I guess you're being punished for that. Please! I apologize for stealing your coupons. So, can I borrow some money? I don't have more than $1,000 in cash on me. What about your credit card? I'm pretty sure you can pay by credit card. I have it, but it's my husband's credit card. Then why don't you just ask for your husband's permission? If I do that, he'll know that I spent all that money. I didn't tell him I was going to a fancy French restaurant in the first place. What can I do about it now, though? What have you told your friends? I told them that it's my treat. I can't ask him to pay for it. Him? I thought the friend you're with is a woman. It's a he. But it's not like we're having an affair or anything. Dining alone with a man at a fancy restaurant, that's so suspicious. Don't ask me any unnecessary questions. Okay. Then I won't ask or say anything else. That's not what I mean. I want your help. Why would I help you? Please, don't drag me into this. Bye. Wait a minute! Oh, this sucks. Because of the restaurant incident, my husband left me. That's a very sudden turn of events. How did you pay the bill in the first place? You said at the time you only had a credit card. I had no choice but to use my husband's credit card. But the amount was too much. So the credit card company contacted my husband. That's why he found out that we had eaten at the restaurant. Even if the credit card company didn't contact him, I'm sure he would have eventually found out. That's not the point. What do you mean? I told you I was having dinner with a guy. Yes, guy. Yes, you did. My husband found out about it. And then he started an investigation. And found out that I was seeing him regularly. So, you're saying you were having an affair? It wasn't an affair. He was just a rental boyfriend. I see. That's why you couldn't get him to pay for the meal. Yeah. And my husband also found out that I used the living expenses and the money saved up for my son for him. So, I'm in the middle of a huge fight with my husband. I might end up divorcing him. You've been spending living expenses and your son's money on a rental boyfriend? No wonder he's so fed up with you. I wanted a young boy to heal me. I don't enjoy looking at my balding husband's face. And raising kids is hard work. Rental boyfriends were a necessity for me. Then why didn't you just go out with your own money? You should be using your living expenses to provide for your family. And using your son's money on a rental boyfriend is just a bad idea. Don't give me lessons! This is all your fault! What? Don't shift the blame. You brought this on yourself, didn't you? Why did you have a used coupon in your wallet in the first place? You were trying to set me up, weren't you? On the contrary, I'd like to ask you, have you ever stolen from other moms in the past? Huh? What is it suddenly? Recently, I've noticed that some mom's friends' money, accessories, and other small things have gone missing. What? You're blaming me because I took your coupons? But the days that you're there, someone's valuables have gone missing. That doesn't mean I'm the culprit. If you're going to accuse me of something, you better have some evidence. Evidence. You don't have any, do you? No, I don't. Not now. Then you can't do anything. You need $10,000 for treating me like a thief. Huh? I was wondering what you were going to say next. You stole my coupons. And now you want to charge me a fee? You set me up, right? I'm about to have my life ruined because of you. This is a small price, isn't it? If you find proof, I'll let you off the hook for the fee. So, if I find proof, I'd like to see you arrested by the police. Whatever. I don't think you'll find any evidence anyways. I'll look into it. Well, good luck with that. I'll give you 1 week to get it done. Looks like you were the culprit after all. What? Culprit? Your husband didn't tell you? About what? The other day, we talked about this thief that's been going on among the moms, right? It was all you, wasn't it? No? Why me? If you think it's me, does that mean you found evidence? Does that mean you found evidence? Of course. What? How did you find it? I got your husband to help me. What? I don't understand what you're saying. I reported to your husband that you stole my coupons. Then I told him that I've got a couple of mom friends who are missing things around them, and asked him to check inside your house. And he found some of their belongings in the house. What? My husband came home? It looks like he looked for them while you weren't home. Does that mean it was at night? Hey, Audrey? Were you seeing your rental boyfriend when you were away from your husband? What I do is my business. None of yours. You're on the verge of divorcing your husband. How can you be so carefree and go out with a rental boyfriend? Well, if we get divorced, I won't be able to have fun anymore, right? That's why I decided to have a free life while I still can. I can't believe it. Are you crazy? Huh? To a friend. Friend? I'm sorry, but we don't consider you a friend anymore. Huh? I don't want to consider a criminal my friend. Criminal is a bit of an exaggeration, but isn't what you did a crime? I'm not saying anything wrong, am I? We're mom friends! It's normal to borrow money in little things, isn't it? If you borrow something with permission, it's one thing. But in your case, you had no permission. And you never returned it either. I was going to return it eventually. Really? Really? If you were planning to return it, I think you would have asked for permission before borrowing it. I just couldn't be bothered to ask. I wasn't trying to steal anything. I'm tired of hearing your excuses. I've decided to turn you into the police. What? You promised, didn't you? That if I find any evidence, you'll be arrested by the police. Wait a minute! We can't have the police. I'm sure my husband wouldn't want me to go to the police. Don't worry. I have your husband's permission. What are you talking about? It's your fault. So I'm free to turn you in or whatever. You're lying. Maybe you haven't heard, but he even said he's planning to get a divorce. That mustn't be true. Please, tell me it's not true. I'm afraid it is. You can get the details from your husband after you've been arrested by the police. I don't want to be arrested or get a divorce. I'll pay you back for everything I've stolen. That's no use. You'll have to take full responsibility. Please, I really don't want to go to the police. If I get arrested, my parents will give up on me, and I won't be able to see my rental boyfriend. I can't believe you're still talking about rental boyfriends. Well, my rental boyfriend is my greatest source of comfort. I can't live without him. You're really into this, aren't you? For the sake of your husband and son, a distance from them both. And I absolutely hate the idea of divorce. But your rental boyfriend is more important than your family, right? No, of course not. Of course my family is just as important. Just as important. I think people usually say that family is the most important thing. Everyone has different values. It can't be helped. This conversation is no use. Your husband was thinking of not getting a divorce for the sake of your son, but he's decided to divorce you right away. What? Have you been in touch with him? Actually, he's at my house right now. Huh? I told him about you, and he said he wanted to apologize in person. He came all the way to my house with some sweets. I didn't know that. So you're saying that he's been reading my messages with you? That's right. That's why you knew so much about him. Please, what I said before was a mistake. The most important thing is my family. Please, don't divorce me. It's too late to say anything now. I need you to convince him, Stella. Convince him to do what? I want you to tell him to not get a divorce. I'll thank you later. I don't want that. I want you to pay for your sins. That's all I need. Wait! Are you still planning to turn me in? Of course I am. I think one of the moms just filed a police report. What? I'm sure the police will be coming to your place soon. So please take care of it. No! Withdraw the report! Please, take it down! The damage report was filed by the actual victim, so I have no right to tell her what to do. And you saying things to me won't make a difference. Then I want you to convince her. I've been trying to reach her, but the messages are all in red. Well, of course. They've blocked you on WhatsApp. Oh, really? They're furious. You should be arrested by the police and reflect on your sins for yourself. Oh, no! Good luck at the police. Goodbye. A short time after that, the police arrived at Audrey's place, and she was arrested for theft. Although she did not go to jail, she was fined. Of course, she had to pay back the money and other items she had stolen from the moms. However, some of the items had already been sold, so she also had to pay for the damages on top of the alimony. In the end, Audrey and her husband got a divorce. After the divorce, she couldn't go back to her parents' house because they disowned her. She started her life alone in a dirty apartment. Abandoned by both family and friends, I'm sure she will spend her days in solitude.